one drop of truth rule. Okay. Truth without context is normally manipulation. Next thing you know, you're allowing yourself to be exploited for coins and dollars and cash because you ain't got nowhere else to shake your raggedy motherfucking ass. That's literally how it happens. Telling the truth about your shitty behavior does not make it any more respectful. I'm really trying to figure out why I don't be seeing birds in the sky anymore. But then I started to realize they're on the ground. They're all on the ground with us walking around. Now, this whole Blueface, Nevaeh, Krishan situation is really starting to blow my mind, but not for the reasons that y'all think. I understand that the girls keep going back to him. Now, would I do it? Absolutely not. I would rather chew 100 tires, jean jackets, no water, maybe drink gasoline to chase it before I ever fucked with a nigga like Blueface. But that's neither here nor there because we're not talking about me. We're talking about how these things actually happen and how all of these girls are actually in the comments like, well, at least he's honest. Oh my God. Now, this is my thing. That one voice note, right, a while ago that the guy sent, basically saying, if you ain't letting me have sex, then I don't want to come over.
I'd love to, if we're going to go to your place on Thursday, I mean, I am looking to have that physical intimacy to see if, like...
That's honesty, right? It might not be the best. It might have felt a little predatory, but he was being honest. And I feel like in context, that was honesty. Why? Because there was no previous context. They might have went on one date. They didn't have a relationship. This man didn't make her any promises, okay? He didn't snatch the rugs from underneath her. They went on one fucking date. He let her know, baby, I want to fuck, and if I can't fuck, I don't want to come. Okay? Now, would I let a nigga talk to me like that? No, but I would block him. The voice note would never end up on the internet, but that's not what we're talking about. That was honesty. This, what's happening with Blueface, listen, baby, he might be being honest sometimes, but he ain't got no integrity. And my whole thing is, y'all need to hear this. I really hope that the women who need to hear it made it to this part of the video, okay? There's a such thing as a one drop of truth rule, okay? What this means is someone will mix in one infallible truth. You cannot deny it. This is the absolute truth. And they will pull in a bunch of other bullshit, manipulation tactics, and foolishness. But we're so hung up on this one thing that is absolutely the truth that everything around it becomes truth. That's what happens with Blueface. I don't know how these girls are not understanding, the people from the outside looking in who truly believe that he's just honest with these women the whole time and they're just dumb as bricks. It's not happening, okay? This is how men become predatory and they manipulate women who think that they're smart, like y'all. Half of the women who are like, he's being honest. I know y'all think y'all smart. I know y'all think y'all the smartest cookies in the fucking box. Let me tell you something, baby. Hear me when I say this. Transparency does not erase manipulation. In fact, the truth without context can be manipulation. Truth without context is normally manipulation. Blueface gets on the internet and talks about how he's keeping it P and doing all of these things, and the women fall for it. But the reality is, every woman that Blueface has dated says he's a different man off camera. Now, y'all are saying, well, he acts like this on camera, so you got to believe it, blase, blase, blase. No. Because he's a content creator. This is how this man makes his money. You don't think that he ever sits up there and tells these women, oh no, this is just a skit. We're doing it for the money. You know I look out for you. I take care of the whole family. And then he get on camera. He berates, degrades, and demeans them. And he creates their reality because this becomes their reality. You see what I'm saying? You see how it's a slippery slope. You start out thinking that you're making content with your nigga so y'all can get ahead, so y'all can make some fucking money. Next thing you know, you're the butt of the joke. Next thing you know, you're allowing yourself to be exploited for coins and dollars and cash because you ain't got nowhere else to shake your raggedy motherfucking ass. That's literally how it happens. He did the same thing with damn near every bitch he's been with except for Jaden, and that's only because they went to high school together. Anybody who thinks that Blueface is some kind of master manipulator or genius is just not as bright as they think they are. It's called a bait and switch. It's called a I told you becoming the shield. Do you not? Are you guys picking up what I'm saying? Okay. Intermittent reinforcing. It's a thing. He intermittently reinforces his behavior, you see. So what he does is he lets these hoes know, I might cheat. Then he comes back and he shows them all the love in the world. He takes care of their kid like it's his kids. He's rubbing on the belly. He's taking pictures. He's doing the things. He loves on them, but intermittently, he got to make sure he treat them like shit just so that he can make sure that he normalizes that disrespect. He's giving them Stockholm Syndrome. I'm so sick of y'all not realizing that. It's fucking sickening. Ugh. And the exploitation exchange of it all, because truly they're all being exploited, including Blueface's funky sideboard walk face ass having baby. That wasn't my best joke, but it doesn't fucking matter. They're all being exploited, okay? Even the children, okay? But ultimately, this has a cost. Not just for the women, not just for the children, but even for Blueface. And I know you guys are probably wondering, what is the cost? Well, first of all, Blueface has been shitted on, apparently. He got shat on, okay, guys? In the face. And what's funny is that because of his egregious behavior, you guys just let it get, we let it pass. This is the same thing that happens with an E. Kane. She literally is about to shoot her boyfriend on live like 2 weeks ago. Now we're laughing because they're playing drink games. Like, I will say, these individuals are good at manipulation. However, when you know what to look for, they're not master manipulators, okay? Because guess what? You guys are part of the experiment, okay? Y'all are part of the experiment. It's like, how long can someone watch the circus, right? How long are you going to engage in it? How long can we continue to get people to watch heinous, egregious behavior under the guise of entertainment? How long can we do it? I don't know. But ultimately, what happens in these situations is that the relationship becomes a negotiation of the pain itself. That's what we're watching with Nevaeh and Krishan, and even Jaden. Anybody who's a part of the circus, honestly. Anyways, until next time, y'all know me. I keeps it real.